Welcome to another edition of Politics Done Right. I'm Egberto, Willies, your host. Welcome to Politics Done Right on Egberto Off the Record as well. Today we are honored to have the one and only Joe Walsh, host of the Social Contract podcast here on Substack, and a former congressman from Illinois. Our topic today is, are our MAGA friends realizing that Walmart's price increases are funding the tax cuts? After the program, I will release a new article about the true cost and purpose of tariffs that you will want to read, watch, and share. Please tune in as I will be answering any questions you have in the Substack Live message. Good morning. How you doing today, Joe?
Egberto, my friend, it's awful good to be with you.
It's great to be with you. You know, these are some very difficult times, and these are difficult times. Look, you're a good conservative from long time ago. I'm a good progressive from long time ago. And we are realizing right now that there's so much in common that one needs to get together now about to solve the real issues of the country. What say you?
I love the way you put that, Egberto. Look, my former political party, the Republican Party, is now a full-on MAGA party. And MAGA is a direct threat to, democracy, the rule of law, decency, you name it. And so MAGA needs to be defeated. And I think the only way we're going to be able to defeat it is if two people like you and I, a good progressive, a good conservative, lock arms and join together and form a coalition. I think the Democratic Party's got to be a super big tent to defeat what MAGA is.
You know, that is so important. And I tell you what, I came from a school of thought that believed that facts were facts. I'm an engineer by training, and I realized that was my fault. That's not enough. You have to get into the culture of people. You have to go down to where people are at, etc. And that's what I'm trying to do in bringing folks like you on and talking to folks and trying to understand your perspective. That's what I'm hoping to attain. What exactly are you doing in that respect to get not only to MAGA, but to help build that party that you talk about, a big tent where we all come together?
Well, you know, you and I have spoke before. Back in my old days, I used to be a really divisive political asshole. People like me helped lead to Donald Trump. I saw the light after he first got elected. Remember, I voted for him in 2016, and then I very publicly turned on him. So I've really been devoting a lot of the last 7 years to trying to help heal the divide that people like me created. I come from MAGA, so I spend a lot of my time every day engaging with MAGA, trying to help put truth in front of them so that they can see how bad Trump is and how bad it is for America. But then, Egberto, the other thing I work on is I'm very political. I'm on TV all the time. I'm not a Democrat yet, but I'm trying to help the Democratic Party get their act together so that they can defeat MAGA.
You know, I think that is so important. Now, when you talk about actually trying to tell the truth to MAGA, I am trying to do the same. What is your methodology? What are you doing to try to get into that part that seems either indoctrinative or cultural? I am not sure which one it is. What are you doing to sort of break that wall?
Well, the one nice advantage that I have is I come from their world. It's like I come from their family. So I'm not a lefty. I'm not a progressive. I'm not a Democrat. They know that I'm still a proud Tea Party conservative. The nice part about that is they'll listen to me initially. But Egberto, the bad part of that is they consider me a traitor because I'm like a family member who left the family. But I engage with them every day, and typically it's a lot of tough love. Like generally they'll take shots at me and I try to get them to begin a conversation. And always it gets to the point where I try to put truth in front of them. And I found the only way I can succeed with MAGA folk is just repeatedly putting nuggets of truth in front of them until a little bit of a light bulb goes off.
Now, a friend of my program, Politics Done Right, on the radio, on my KPFT Pacifica Network station, called this morning and he said, Egberto, while you're talking a whole lot about Walmart and what the tariff is doing to Walmart, let me tell you what I saw. I went into a dollar store, and we know for a while the dollar store has really become the $1.25 store. And he said he went into the store and it was double the price, and not $1.25 but $2.50. Are your people realizing that yet?
Not yet, but here's the beauty. Trump, you and I know, Donald Trump lies about everything. He lies every time he opens his mouth. He lies, as I like to say, as he breathes. And generally, his MAGA supporters are okay with the lies, and they believe the lies, like I won the 2020 election, or these Haitian migrants are eating cats and dogs. Those are all lies that most of MAGA will laugh at or believe. But here's the tough thing about his tariffs. Trump's going to start lying. He is lying about the economy. About the price of things, about the value of your 401k. Well, when he starts lying about the economy, Egberto, it's going to be a different deal because even his supporters live the economy. So when Trump says your job's going great, well, you know if you still have a job. If Trump says, oh, you're not paying more for that truck or that dozen eggs, well, you know if you're paying more for that. You know how your 401k is doing. So Trump will try to lie about the price of things because of his tariffs, but his supporters are going to realize he's lying much more quickly because they see this. They live the economy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think they're starting? Do you think right now Mike Johnson is really trying to push this bill through as fast as possible because they understand that though that is about to happen, and at that point they're likely to lose it all?
Well, he's trying to push it through as fast as possible because Trump is demanding it. There's also a lot of bad stuff in that bill, so Johnson wants it all voted on and approved. I can tell you, unless things dramatically change, the Senate Republicans are going to break that thing up. But yeah, they're trying to get as much passed as quickly as they can because Trump realizes, well, Trump doesn't, but a lot of the Republicans realize, you know, that the shit may hit the fan later on this year.
Now, while you were in Congress, was Johnson there with you?
No, he got in about 4 years after I left.
So he got in 4 years after, because what I wanted to do is get the flavor. Today, Donald Trump really praised him as being the only person who could get this bill through. And I wanted to know, based on what you know and interacting, whether he is that kind of guy or not. I just couldn't see it.
No, not at all. That's just Trump. Again, that's just Trump being Trump. Johnson's got a problem. The hardline conservatives in his caucus don't like a lot of what's in that big, beautiful bill. And there are some Republican moderates that don't like certain things either. He's got a very narrow majority. The whole notion, by the way, of a big, beautiful bill, I always opposed. You should vote on issues, one issue at a time. This is what Congress always does. They create these Christmas tree bills that they try to pass that have a lot of bad in them. It's a bad way to do things.
Now, interestingly, the people that were, in fact, your constituents that don't necessarily care for you much anymore, I think what you're telling them is, one, they really are going to lose those Medicaid payments, and a lot of hospitals are likely to close in their areas. Two, the prices at Walmart and all these other places are going up. Three, it is very, very likely that many of your constituents and food stamps are going to get reduced values out of those. Do you expect when that occurs that you will you will join their fold again. You will probably the one that they look for and say, yeah, just maybe you're going to be running for Congress again.
Oh my God, you are so damn optimistic, my friend. I do believe that when all this bad stuff starts to hit later this year and next, some of Trump's base is going to peel off him, and he will lose Republican support. I have no doubt that's going to happen. I mean, look at this. 3/4 of all federal workers don't work in Washington, D.C. Right. So we're seeing real people getting hurt in communities all over the country. But even though MAGA may wake up, some of MAGA will wake up to this, they will never take back someone like a Joe Walsh or an Adam Kinzinger. I don't see, Egberto, my former party, ever welcoming back or changing enough. I think it's the MAGA party for a long, long time. The odds are much better that someone like me would become a Democrat one day.
Really? So you actually believe that the Republican Party, for all practical purposes, is dead?
I'm older than you, young man. For my lifetime, I don't see the party ever changing. It's the MAGA party for good.
Wow. That is surprising to me. I really thought that they would likely get out of this stage within our lifetime. But what can I say? So give me your closing thought.
It could be wrong. You could be right and I could be wrong very easily.
Well, I tell you, here's the thing. You are of the party. So you know the people of the party more intimately than I do. So I would likely take your word over mine on that issue. Now, give me a closer. Let me know where do we go from here? I mean, I think we're in dire straits. I think we have sort of a false sense of where the economy is now. I think the economy is in much worse straits than one would think. What are your thoughts? Where do we go from here?
I'm with you, brother. I think we're crashing. And again, I love to remind everybody, Donald Trump was handed the strongest economy in the industrialized world by far. And he's wrecked it. He's crashed it. Even if he pulls back on some of his tariffs in the next month or two, a hell of a lot of damage has already been done. We are sniffing at a recession. Our economy contracted for the first time last quarter in 12, 15 years. We're in a lot of trouble. Instability. Small business people in this country cannot handle instability. That's where we are, and that's not going to change. Rough road ahead.
Unfortunately, again, the people that are going to pay the highest price are the people who used to vote for you.
Yes, completely. And look, again, only when they feel pain, and this saddens me to say this, my former brothers and sisters, they will not change until they feel pain. And even then, many of them won't, but many will.
You call them your former brothers and sisters. I hope they remain not your former, but just your indigent brothers, not indigent, but your what is it? Your prodigal brothers and sisters that eventually somehow the prodigal brothers and sisters come around. Thank you so kindly, Joe Walsh. Folks, don't forget on Substack, Social Contract, the Social Contract podcast by Joe Walsh. Very good program. Check it out. He's on, and like I said, he's a conservative, but he's doing the job to really better the country. And coming from me, if I say that means a lot. Joe, thank you so kindly for having been on Politics Done Right.
Hey, I love being on with you, my friend. Thank you.
Have a great one.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number 1, subscribe to our channel. And number 2, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.